In this video, I am going to be explaining how to create custom reports inside of Salesforce. I'll be going over how to create the report, how to set up the filters, how to set up the columns, how to run the report, and share the report with your team. Welcome to Fingertip Technologies. My name is Saurav. Just before we get into the video, if your business needs any assistance with Salesforce consultation and implementation, please check out our website below. We help businesses all around the world with Salesforce, CRM consultation and implementation. So, without further delay, let's get straight into the video. So once you log in into Salesforce, you will land on the home screen. As I mentioned earlier in this video, I am going to walk you through how to create and run custom reports in Salesforce. To get started, head to the navigation bar at the top and click on Reports. This is the central place where you will create, manage, and run all your Salesforce reports. On the left-hand side, you will see several folders. I will explain these in more detail later in the video. For now, let's focus on creating a new report. To do that, go to the top right corner and click New Report. Once you click New Report, you will be taken to this screen. This is where you select the data source for your report. Salesforce organizes reports by objects, so you will see options like accounts, contacts, opportunities, leads, cases, and more. For this example, I am going to create a report based on opportunities, so I will select that. Now, you will notice multiple variations here, such as opportunities, opportunities with contact roles, and opportunities with partners. The key difference is that these options come with predefined filters. My recommendation will be start from scratch by selecting opportunities. This gives you complete control and allows you to add only the filters you need. If you prefer using pre-built filters, you can absolutely start with those options as well. Now, once you have selected opportunities, click Start Report. Now you will see the Report Builder dashboard. At first, this might look overwhelming, but it's actually very simple. It's just like another Excel spreadsheet. The first thing I want you to check is Update Preview. Make sure this is turned on. This ensures that your report updates automatically as you make changes, saving you from having to manually refresh the data every time. Next, let's move to the Filters section. By default, Salesforce applies filters like My Opportunities and a predefined date range. Under Show Me, change this to All Opportunities, which is already there by default. We will let it be like that. Next, update the Close Date filter. Instead of a predefined range, I will select All Time and click Apply. Now that we have reset everything to the basics, we can start adding our own filters. For example, let's filter by lead source. I will set the operator value to equals, which we can see it is by default here. So we will keep it like that only. Then in the value part, we will select the sources from where that lead came from. For now, I will select the option All. This allows me to see all opportunities generated through our marketing efforts. Click Apply and the report will update instantly. Now, let's add another filter. This time I will choose Amount. Set the condition to greater than or equal to and enter the value 10,000. After clicking Apply, the report now shows opportunities that came from digital lead sources and have a value of Rs 10,000 or more. You can continue layering filters like this depending on your requirements. I also want to briefly touch on filter logic, which allows you to switch between and or conditions. By clicking Add Filter Logic, you can control how these filters interact with each other. For example, instead of requiring all conditions to be met, you can adjust the logic to broaden or narrow your results. Filter logic can get quite advanced, so I recommend experimenting and testing different combinations first. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. For now, I will remove the custom logic and keep the default AND condition. There's often a lot of data you don't need. To remove a column, simply click the drop-down next to it and select Remove Column. I will quickly remove the unnecessary fields and keep only the data I want. You can also sort the data, group rows, move columns left or right, or reposition them using drag and drop. Now, let's add fields we do want to see. On the far left, click Fields. This shows all fields related to opportunities, along with the fields from related objects like accounts and contacts. For example, if I want to see the primary contact's email address, I can simply drag and drop that field into the report. And just like that, the email field appears in the report. Now, let's look at Summarize options. If I click the drop-down next to Amount, I can choose to summarize it by Sum, Average, Minimum, Maximum, Median. For this example, I will select Average. Now I can see the average deal size based on my filters. I can do the same with Probability, allowing me to view the average close probability for these opportunities. This is where Salesforce reporting really shines. Everything is already in your system. You are just pulling it together in a meaningful way. Once you are done with your report, click Save. Give your report a name. I will call this one Example Report. You can also add a description if you want. Next, choose a report folder. This is important because it controls who can access the report. Private reports, it is only visible to you, and public reports is accessible to everyone, including your team members. For this example, I will save it to Public Reports and click Save. Congratulations, you have just created your first custom report. Click Run and Salesforce will display all the data, including averages and record counts. Keep in mind, this report updates automatically whenever new records match your filter criteria. If you navigate back to the Reports section, you will find your report under Recents or inside the Public Reports folder. You can open and run it anytime you get updated insights. Hopefully, you can now create reports inside of Salesforce and get an insight into the data that you have in your system. If you have enjoyed the video or found it at all useful, please consider giving it a like and possibly even subscribing. If you had any further questions at all, feel free to drop a comment below. Thank you so much for watching the video and see you in the next part.